21 before the hour on America in the Morning. There's a huge tech talent shortage in America, despite all these layoffs. It's an odd combination, and joining us to discuss the situation is Ashwin Bharath, the CEO of Revature, the largest employer of emerging technology talent in the U.S. They've placed over 10,000 software engineers and techies all throughout Fortune 500 companies and the government. Ashwin Bharath, why the big disparity? Layoffs yet jobs. That's almost unprecedented.
For somebody who is not in the tech space, it's so easy to get confused. Is on one side, you're talking about like all these big demand and mismatch in supply versus demand for programmers. Mm-hmm. On the other hand, you're having these high-profile layoffs. Let me first address the layoffs. So the layoffs are really pocketed towards a small portion of companies, which like literally dialed really crazy high on their talent need, and they doubled, tripled their workforce in a very short period. Mm-hmm. And it's more of a hygiene thing. Okay. But overall, for the tech industry, there is a massive mismatch. I'll give you some examples. There are 28 million programmers worldwide, according to IDC, and that's expected to reach 45 million by 2030.
Wow. Wait a minute. There's 28 million now, and it's expected to reach over 40 million in just a few years?
Yes, by 45 in the next few years. But the interesting fact is, out of this 28 million, only 5 million of them are enterprise grade. And what U.S. need is more enterprise-grade programmers.
What's that?
There is a massive...
What's enterprise
grade? Not every programmer's output is as efficient as the other programmers. So somebody who is actually, their output is much faster and much better are called enterprise-grade programmers. Okay. So not every programmer are the same, right? Yeah. So there is a need for this 5 million to double in 10 years as the enterprise-grade programmers. So that is huge. And this necessity is the reason why there is a massive mismatch and all the wage inflation is happening, right? I think, to me, it's not going to change. It's going to get worse and worse. And if somebody has the right aptitude and attitude and is interested to be a programmer, I cannot think of a better time than trying that out now.
Well, what does it take? Do you have to be great in math skills? What does it take to be a programmer today? How do you get through the college course?
That's a good question. See, the fact is, it's easier said than done, right? But it's not that tough either. If you think about U.S. and in the India Inc., why is India Inc. creating such a massive tech workforce? There is no magical wand anybody having there. There is not any difference between the talent here versus the talent in India. In my opinion, the fundamental fact is in U.S., you are seeing a tech job as a tech job. But in India, they saw most of the tech jobs as a tech services jobs. Let me tell you what the difference is. If somebody working in Google, creating a small functionality for Gmail or their search engine or AI, that's a tech job. Your understanding of technology and programming should be at a very hardcore level. That's not even 5% of the job needs in U.S. But most of the jobs, technology programmers are working on applications to get basic data, updating the database, retrieving data from the database, showing it, or some UI UX website. These are basic functionalities. These are nothing but tech services jobs. Okay. The level of complexity at which they do the work is massively different than an actual tech job. More and more companies should see that, and more people should see their ability to become a programmer is tech services rather than a tech job.
Revature, for those looking for work, for those interested in a profession in this field, what's your website?
Come to revature.com, revature.com, and there are fantastic efforts to learn. They can apply. If somebody is willing to learn on their own, I think there is also some tools for them to learn on their own. And they can join, and we'll be happy to help them. And such applications is what led Revature, not only the leading tech talent enablement firm, also the largest employer of entry-level programming talent in U.S.
Well, no one likes to hear that industries are laying off in droves, but at least you're doing something about it, and maybe you're giving hope to some of these people that have been laid off, that see within the industry how they can grow, and we hope you can place them very soon. Ashwin Bharath, CEO of Revature, the largest employer of emerging technology talent in the United States. Thanks for joining us.